This is a recap for Tuesday, May 4th. So in class, we did a Jamboard, and so I will open that and just take a look at that, and then we'll come back to the CAMI Week 26, which was something that we also worked on. So I'm just going to go to one of the examples of the Jamboard. I think the best example was from period 3-7. So we'll open that up, period 3-7. And what we did was we made a chart. There was a chart, and we filled it out and just checked to make sure that it was accurate. So students filled these in. On the second card, we did some more challenging ones. So if you're watching this and you're trying to get caught up on what we're doing, you might want to click on the link in the stream from today and check out the Jamboard. All right, and then we also played bingo, which you really won't be able to do if you're catching up. That's the other link. But we also spent a few minutes on CAMI Week 26. So I'll go as far as we went. So yesterday we took notes on percent increase. And so on the chart, it showed where you start. So if you start at 10 and then you go to 15 and end up at 15, then we need to know the change. How much difference between 10 and 15, and that's 5. And let me get a better 5 there. So 5. So 5 becomes the part that you're trying to figure out the percent. So 5 is what out of 10? It is half of it. So this is, we could use a multiplier in this case. 10 times 10 is 100. So 5 times 10, that's one way we could solve this, is 50. Or just recognize that 5 out of 10 is the same as 1/2, and that's equal to 50%. So various ways to get to 50%, but it is a 50% change, and it is an increase because it's going from a small number to a larger number. Okay, the next one, going from 12 to 15, we have to first find the difference. 15 minus 12 is 3. That is very important that you take that 3 and that becomes your focus. What is 3 compared to the original, which is 12? And then we want to put that compared to 100 because we want a percent. So I could do 12n equals 3 times 100, and then 12n is equal to 300, and divide by 12, and n is equal to 25, 300 divided by 12, so that is a 25% increase. 25% increase. And then from 24 to 28, the difference is 16. It doesn't really matter when we set up our proportion whether we're using positive or negative. We just have to find the difference. It's called the absolute value, the distance between, which is 16. And then we can recognize that this is a decrease. So this is 16 becomes our focus. We want to know, well, 16 compared to the original 24 is what compared to 100? So I'm going to simplify this first because I see that 8 goes into both. So it goes into 16 twice, 24 3 times, 2/3 of 100. I know that 2/3 of 100 is 66 and 2/3. So it's the 66 and 2/3% decrease. Another way of saying that is 66.6 repeating percent decrease. And that's as far as we got on CAMI. We'll continue with CAMI tomorrow, working on it quite a bit, working on pages 2 and 3 probably. So that is a recap of Tuesday, May 4th.